let me just jump right in with both feet, if you don't mind. Were you surprised by the conversation you had with David Tepper when he said that he was going to go in a different direction with you, Ron?
Yeah, I was surprised that it happened the way it did. I mean, it was a great conversation. It was very respectful. We discussed the whole situation, circumstances, and at the end of the day, I could understand his reasoning behind it. It made sense to me, and again, he's the owner, and it's what he decided. But to be honest, also he was wanted to look at some opportunities for some of the coaches. So, I understood it, and so. I got it, but it was hard because the truth is, if I thought if it was going to happen, it would happen at the end of the year.
Well, yeah, I guess he did say that if he was already beginning to want to get feelers on who your replacement might be, he owed it to you to not have to hear it second or third hand that he was doing something like that. I guess that's what he was saying.
Exactly, and that was probably the biggest thing was we talked about that hey, he wanted to throw some things out there and kind of shake the bushes a little bit, see what's out there, and I understood that. And one thing we also talked about too was he said every week if we lose a game, Ron, you're going to hear the hot seat, that stuff too. And quite honestly, he didn't think that would be fair either. So I appreciated that, him thinking about that.
Well, I mean, when I chatted with you in London prior to your eventual win in that London game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, things were trending in such a terrific direction with Kyle Allen. At one point, you were 5-3, and then we all know the 4-game losing streak happened. Do you think that had you eked that one out in the Green Bay snow or one in the Superdome, that you'd still be the coach of the Carolina Panthers right now?
I think so. I mean, a lot of things happened that kind of led us down this road, and probably the biggest thing was I think the attrition got to us. The injuries just kind of caught up. I think the more and more we moved forward and we didn't quite have our offensive line set. We didn't we didn't quite have all of our defensive linemen out there. Those things became tougher and tougher to compete. And I think unfortunately that's what got us at the end, because I'll tell you, there's still some guys playing some really dynamic football. I mean, when you put the TV on, you get a chance to watch Christian play the way he has, and DJ Moore, and Luke playing as hard as he can. I mean, there's a group of guys that are just giving everything they have, and unfortunately, there's not enough of those guys out there that are healthy.
For more of the Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live, or download the Rich Eisen Show app.